Hey everyone, it's me Mel. Hope everyone's doing okay. Thank you again for joining me for another video. I'm still really appreciating all the support and encouragement and just all the lovely messages that I'm, receiving from people. It's just made me smile, especially after this week. It's been another difficult week for me yet again. It was actually my dad's anniversary last week. It's 20 years without him now. And yeah, obviously I knew it was coming. But yeah, just having that sort of day looming around me, emotions were very high. And yeah, when the day actually came, it just hit me like a ton of bricks. Um, so yeah, on the actual day, I went to go and visit my dad at his resting place, and yeah, just had a little bit of time for myself. And yeah, I went to go and visit him, had a talk with him, and I took some flowers as well, and these flowers were called Brightest Day. And although it wasn't a bright day, it wasn't a happy day, as soon as I saw them, I just thought I need to get them flowers because I love yellow flowers, and yeah, these were a mixture of yellow and orange, and there was some red roses in there as well. And it was just such a nice bunch. I just wanted to put it up there for him, just to, almost sort of cheer myself up, and make it look nice. So yeah, I'm really glad that I went and did that, and yeah, just took some time for myself. Had a good old cry, and yeah, obviously the day's done now. As always, I think about him every day. I think about them all. But yeah, just the build up to it. Yeah, it was very hard. Especially, I think, because it was such a big milestone. Like, as you go year on year, it gets harder and harder for me. Just knowing that it's another year that I'm without my loved ones. So yeah, emotional. But yeah, I'm here, and it ended on a positive note. I think I'd mentioned in my other videos that I did write an article myself. It was a article for a Instagram called Love What Matters. I believe they're based in the US. And yeah, I was given the opportunity to share my story through there, write my story in first person, just basically say my side of things, and yeah, what my story's about. And yeah, I'm just so grateful that I was able to have that opportunity to do that. So yeah, I actually received the news that it was published on their website towards the end of the week, and yeah, it just really lifted my spirits, obviously after such a hard week. So yeah, I'm going to put the link for that down below. So yeah, if you want to have a read of that, it's my take on my story, and yeah, it's in a lot more depth as well. If you've not had chance to look at my other videos, then reading this article will sort of give you that little bit of background about who I am and what my story entails. So yeah, please take a look at that, and yeah, feel free to share, with whoever you want. Along with all my videos, like I've said before, I'm just trying to get my story out there, just to try and help anyone, show people, what life can be about, despite all the trauma, and the loss that obviously I've experienced. I just want to show people, that there is light after the darkness, and I've managed to, turn my life around, not just based on the loss, but the other things that have happened to me in between. I've said it before, life could have been a lot different for me, and yeah, I'm just really, proud of myself, and yeah, how I've got to where I am today, is through having this inner strength that I've spoke about quite often, and yeah, I just want to share it with you all. So I do hope it's helping in some way, whoever may be watching. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about also, about some other Instagrammers that are on there. I'm very new to Instagram, so yeah, I'm not down with the times just yet. Still learning. But But yeah, there was two Instagram pages that I wanted to mention, and yeah, I did ask them beforehand. So one of the pages is called Grief Gang, and it's run by a girl called Amber, and the other one is Grief Case, and that's run by Poppy. And yeah, I just wanted to give them a little mention in my videos because, like I said, I'm very new to Instagram, but these were two of the first pages that I followed, just when I was trying to search for, grief pages or support groups or anything like that. These were the ones that I came across in the early sort of weeks. And yeah, two amazing girls, and yeah, just really fortunate, that I came across their pages because they're helping a lot of people through their pages. So I just wanted to mention them. And also, well, it's tonight actually, on a Wednesday, they do a live video as well, which you can be interactive with, through commenting, asking questions, and they talk about lots of different things, not just grief related, but it's just been such a laugh and really uplifting to watch their lives. So yeah, that's tonight, so it's on Wednesdays, and I believe it's at 8 o'clock. So yeah, tune in if you're on Instagram. Follow them and jump on their live and give it a watch, because it's sometimes what you need to sort of get you through them times, and obviously know that you're not alone. There is other people out there, and there's a community. It's not one that we wanted to be a part of, but there is a community out there for other grievers that have been through similar. Just wanted to put that out there, and I'll be putting the names again down in the comments. What I was going to go on to was, I said in my last video that I was going to mention about my two boys. I'm very fortunate and blessed to be a mummy to two beautiful boys, and my eldest is 5 and my youngest is 1.5 now. And I just do a little talk about when I had my first son, and how it affected me not having my parents be a part of it all. It was in 2015 that I had my first son, and he's actually named after my dad. Me and my partner, we'd already discussed names, and from day one, as soon as we knew we were having a boy, we said, he's going to be named after his granddad. Amazing thing in itself, to be able to call my son my dad's name. So we had Leighton in 2015, and leading up to it, so a little bit about the pregnancy. So had a good pregnancy. It was almost like a textbook one. Everything happened at the right times, and really, really lucky. Didn't experience any sickness or anything like that, and it was just really great. But what I was going to go on to was just how it affected me not having my mum by my side. Way before we discussed about kids, it'd always been in the back of my mind, when I got with my partner, pretty much, straight away, this is the person I want to have a family with. When, we were discussing it, I'd always have this niggling thing in the back of my head to say, I'm not going to have my mum there. It would always be there. And that's something that, stuck with me throughout the whole pregnancy. It's just, I really want my mum by my side. I need her. And no matter what people would say to me, your mum's there in spirit and she is with you. You might not be able to see her, but she is there. It just wasn't the same. There's no beating around the bush. It just was not the same. Like, I know people didn't mean it, in a bad way, negative way. and maybe that's just the way I was taking it. It was in a, I was almost being a bit defensive with it all. But yeah, I just longed for my mum to be a part of it. And I had a lot of, you know, questions of like, what if she was, what would it be like if she was here? And yeah, it just wasn't a nice feeling. And it was something that obviously I had thought about, many years before we had him. Was what is it going to be like when I do start a family? And obviously, yeah, I've come to realise what it was like. Um, so yeah, it was very emotional for me. As much as I enjoyed being pregnant, I loved it. Um, it was just that other side of things that did used to hit me a lot harder. Um, so yeah, I think once we'd had Leighton, you know, I ended up having cesarean with him as well. So yeah, it wasn't like your typical birth anyway. But yeah, I'd always, be thinking, oh, if my mum was here, how would she have been? I can imagine what she would have been like. But yeah, the fact that obviously she wasn't there. But one thing I did do was I actually took a picture of my mum and my dad to be on my bedside during it all. So that was just a little touch that I did, just to make me feel like they were involved in some way, and that's quite a sad way. But yeah, just for anyone out there that may be in the same position that I was right now, that was just a little something that helped. So yeah, I was going to go on to say, yeah, that sometimes I do find myself questioning a lot of things, not just the fact of having a family partner. We've been engaged for, I think it's about 10 years now. I can't even remember, it's really bad. But yeah, we've been engaged for I think about 10 years. And yeah, I'd already said from the get-go really that, marriage wasn't, a massive thing to me. And it goes back to the fact that my parents aren't going to be here to witness their daughter get married. So yeah, that was something I said from early on, and thankfully my partner, he wasn't too bothered anyway. Wasn't something that was on the cards for him. So yeah, it's good that we were both on the same page. But yeah, I'd already said to him anyway, marriage isn't for me. And yeah, since then I've, obviously we're engaged, not to be married, but we're committed to one another, and that's the way we see it as, it's a commitment, side of things. But yeah, no, I always say about it to him, that obviously I don't have the same last name as my boys and obviously my partner. But my reason for that is because I'm kind of holding on to my surname, because it is the last thing that I do have from my dad. So in a way I kind of hold on to that to almost honour him. And yeah, I'm not sure, for how long that will be. Something we do discuss every now and then. But yeah, I feel like, I'll know when the time's right. But for now, yeah, obviously I just hold on to that. So yeah, just a few little things there that, I've sort of played on my mind over the years. Marriage, children, and then like even other, milestones, like obviously when I left school and going to college and then completing my college course. Obviously it's not the same as going to university and graduating, but that was something that I never thought about doing. But even just something, as small as going to college and completing this course, and yeah, not being able to tell my parents, yeah, I've done it, and show them my certificates or anything like that. Just the little things, that you want to share with them, and them to be a part of. it can, it can be very hard and very um, upsetting, do you know what I mean, emotional, because they're not here. Um, and yeah, when you've got a bit of good news or something like that, you just want to pick up the phone and tell them, and then it hits you, and yeah, it can knock you for six sometimes. It does me. Um, but yeah, no, I just think it's one of them things for me. I just, it's never going to go away. There's going to be other things that creep up. For example, like next week, it's my 30th birthday. I've always been up and down about birthdays anyway, because my dad was actually buried the day before and my brother was buried the day after my birthday. And yeah, it's not something I've enjoyed celebrating, and as much as people say, they want you to be happy and they wouldn't want to see you sad, um, I can't change my feelings. I can't switch off my emotions. And yeah, that's something, it's unfortunate, but that's something that happened all them years ago. That's when the funeral was decided to be had, and I can't change that. But yeah, this year is slightly different because obviously I'm turning 30. It's a milestone, and yeah, I'm quite excited about it actually. I know my partner's been doing lots behind the scenes, and I'm not normally one for surprises, but I'm actually really looking forward to what he's planned. Um, so yeah, I'll be probably doing a little video, I don't know, maybe on my birthday or something like that, or not long after, uh, just to tell you how I got on and how I felt, during that time. Because yeah, as much as I'm looking forward to it, it's again the fact that my parents, the two people that brought me into the world, are not here to celebrate with me. And yeah, it's just one of them things, and I know that it's natural, but it's one of them things that just keeps popping up, in my mind. Just these things that they're not a part of. And yeah, I know there's other people that are probably experiencing that right now or have. And yeah, I'm just giving my take on it, my experience of it, just to help anyone out there, to show, them that they're not alone, and there is someone else that's feeling what you're feeling, and it's okay to feel like that. So I just wanted to finish off by just one of my quotes again. I shared it a few weeks ago, I think, on Instagram. It's just a short one, from Jennifer Hudson, and it was, "You never know how much your parents loved you until you have a child to love." And yeah, I just think it's a nice one to finish with, because yeah, obviously I'm very fortunate and very blessed that I have two beautiful boys, and yeah, it's since having them, that they've made me appreciate, how special life is. But I did appreciate it before that, because obviously the people that I've lost, along the way, life is very precious. But yeah, having my boys, and yeah, my own little family now, has made me appreciate life so much more, and yeah, want to carry on giving them the best life. So yeah, I just wanted to end with that. But yeah, as I've said before, if you've not had a chance to look at my other videos, please do. Yeah, if you want to subscribe, do that also. And yeah, give me a thumbs up. Any comments, questions, leave them down below. And yeah, if you want to private message me, you can find me through Instagram. So yeah, hopefully see you next week. And yeah, take care, keep smiling, stay strong. Lots of love to all.